All right, YouTube, you want faster paced, low effort content? Here it comes. A lot of the newbies have asked the question that has been asked of us by newbies for the past 7 or so years, which is, oh my God, why don't you have more viewers? And never have I had a better example of why we don't have more viewers than what happened last night. Here's a super quick history lesson for the uninitiated. We've been making videos for about 10 years. We didn't have one really take off until we had been doing things for about 3 years. And it wasn't discovered organically on YouTube. It was discovered when we happened to post it on Reddit. Reddit loves OC, but they hate self-promotion. It's very much the no fetch, only throw circumstance. You can't want new content and hate content creators. So it's very hard to find subreddits that are really open to you posting your own shit. And oftentimes their self-promotion rules will seem like they're pretty accepting, but they're not. They're worded in such a way that is only really catering to self-promotion when it is not gaming-based self-promotion. It'll be like, oh, you can share your original content as long as it's you and not like gameplay footage, which is pretty ignorant of the entirety of gaming video over the course of the past decade, if not the bulk of content creation on the internet, if we're being honest with ourselves. But regardless, I do try to follow the rules. I'm not just a complete anarchist on Reddit, because I know that if I play ball and I try my best to build positive relationships with these communities, it can pay back. So I created a series of different short clips of our newest episode and shared them on the subreddit, and they seem to be doing decently well. So I finally pulled out all the stops and posted the entire episode. I put the whole thing on Reddit. You don't have to leave Reddit and visit our page to watch it. And it was really going crazy, flying off the handle. People loved it. Very high upvote ratio. Right as it got past 700 upvotes, they locked the thread. And when I messaged them to find out why, they said it was because I had linked to my website. Now, I was like, okay, that was in a comment. I can delete that comment. I only did it because people were asking where to find more. And they were like, well, you also mentioned your website at the end of the video. And I was like, well, shit, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. And they were like, you can re-upload the video without the mention of the website at the end. So all that momentum, which is very important when you're a content creator, because you have to build that momentum for it to breach past the skyline of the content feed. Like you've got to get it in front of as many people as possible, not just that 700. So I just had to suck it up and take that as a loss and re-upload it according to their instructions. And so I did. And they removed it again, this time saying because I mentioned that I had been told to re-upload it, that was against their rules because I was making a meta-criticism of the community as a whole. Now, why am I telling you all this? Well, there's a very obvious reason that a professional would probably not tell you, but the obvious reason is because I'm upset and I want to vent about it because it breaks my heart. We've been doing this for a long time. We put a lot of effort into this content, and people constantly tell us how high quality and hilarious it is and want to know why they haven't heard of us before. And if you want to know the answer to that question, you need go no further than circumstances like this. We can't rely on YouTube's organic content suggestion feature because all it does is perpetuate the same cringy, pog-facing bullshit that you don't want to see and we don't want to make. And so instead, we share our content with small communities who have sadly learned that most self-promoted content is amateurish and annoying. And so the knee-jerk reaction is to destroy it. And as a consequence of that, it makes me wonder what other people do in this situation. Like, how many other channels are there like ours that are filled with hilarious and unique and high quality content that they just couldn't afford to keep trying? They couldn't devote the time to it because it was repeatedly proving to be a bad investment. I feel justified in continuing to try because this channel got me my job. I work in the games industry now. I work adjacent to content creation, and the company that I work for is trying to help content creators. So anything that I do involving content creation is now just additional context for what's actually paying my bills. But there are others who are not like me. People who, as of late, are especially having to work more than one job, who are probably having to abandon their dreams even though they've been told that they're good at it. So what are we going to do? I'll tell you. As soon as I figure it out. I'm going to edit it together here so that it looks like I knew what I was going to say. Fuck! We're going to try again. And some of you know that the video that I posted yesterday was the first half of a longer one. This was a part of an experiment involving the length of videos. So good news for all the newbies out there. Episode 2 is already done. The video I want to put on Reddit next is going to be the music video. I want to share that one and just fucking pray. I feel like that's probably the strongest bit in the whole video that could possibly be a Reddit post. So we'll put that one up in its entirety and just hope people ask where to find the original content that it came from and then not answer, or else we're gonna get banned from the subreddit. I don't know. Earlier today, I had to tell somebody, I don't know, just fucking Google bro op. I don't want to get the post removed again. Now, some of you have been asking why the video is titled the way it is, and I wish I could give you an answer that made sense, but the answer is YouTube. I realized a couple of days ago that I was mindlessly clicking through a bunch of really short meme videos that had damn near hentai thumbnails. And I realized, oh, well, we can do that. And so I made the thumbnail that's like the fucking titty monster smile and Melina and no text on the thumbnail and just and that was it. And it was already taking off without me even doing anything. So that's the one I decided to try to promote on Reddit. And many of you have been really, really irritated by that. And you've made a lot of good points that in the real world would make sense, but we don't live in the real world. We live in hell. In hell, you have videos that are just called memes my mom wouldn't understand, and like weird croppings of like source porn into Family Guy clips with 1 million views on them. But I am going to give this series a real name. So I have made a poll suggesting a couple of different names. I'm not necessarily going to go with the one that's the most voted. I really want to get a feel for like what makes the community happy and theoretically what people would be more likely to click on. And I think there is a happy medium, but I've been trying to find it for 7 years, so don't be mean to me if I don't figure it out overnight. Now, a couple of years ago, we made a video called Bro Op Needs Your Help, and I would argue that that video is the only reason we're still alive today, because many of you actually watched it, actually listened, recognized that we needed more active participation in order to escape this nightmare. And now some of our strongest fans are some of the people that we recruited with that video. So on the off chance that you watch this with the same genuine concern for one of your favorite content creators, we need your help. And the good news is it's not going to cost you anything. We have an opt-in text hotline. And that text hotline is for people who are willing to like, upvote, comment, and share posts at the drop of a hat. And if we can get a coordinated effort on just about anything, we can succeed. It's based on Lee Jin's theory of your 100 true fans. I have wanted to try to get 100 true fans on this hotline for a while. Best I've ever managed is around 20. But even those 20 people supporting this channel all at the same time have made a difference. Because on a lot of platforms, whoever has the first vote gets to decide the fate of that entire post. If somebody looks at it and says, this is gay, and downvotes it, it's gone. No one's going to see it after that. Because it was downvoted so early in its life, it was killed in the crib. And we don't do that here. Not anymore. I'm not going to spend 6 months on a video and share it just for you to say, this is stupid, and just blam it without even looking at it. We have a whole community of people who don't want that to happen. So if you're interested in helping and being ready the next time we try to share this video, I want you to text bro to the number that's on your screen right now. And if you don't want to give us your phone number, or maybe even if you do, we'd really love to have you in the Discord. Link to that is going to be below. I'm sorry if I have come off like a psychopath in this video. I did recently discover that I have 2 different mental disorders that I didn't know about as I was growing up. So it's been quite an exciting couple of years.